minutes. Okay, because that will complete at least something. Okay. If you look at, guys, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So earlier, so as per our understanding, we discussed this virtualization, virtual machines like that. This is a virtual machine, right? So I need to run different voice, different applications. Okay, I need to run different operating systems in a different applications I want to run it. Okay, so what I've done, I installed a VMware Workstation application or Oracle VirtualBox applications. Using that application, I created a virtual machine. I installed operating system. I installed that related applications inside. I started using. Once my work is completed, I shut down the machine. If I required, I will start the machine and I will use it. This is common, right? And if no longer required, I can able to delete it. But where these machines are running, in my physical machine only, where these virtual machines are running, physical machines. And utilization for myself only. So it is isolated type. Okay, it is isolated from other people, other network people. Okay, it is running in my system. It is using for myself, my system utilization purpose, not for everyone, but for everyone. So different people require different requirements, right? Different people require different things. Someone want a Linux-based machine with a Tomcat installation. Someone want a Linux machine with a PHP installation inside. Someone want a Windows Server machine, kind of stuff. Someone want a Windows 10 system. Someone wants some other kind of operating system and application setups separately. But it is difficult to provide different machines, physical machines for each and every person, okay, a multiple system. So what they are doing is centralized virtual machines. Centralization means in this one single physical machine, we can able to run multiple virtual machines. A single centralized physical machine it is. In this server, we are running multiple virtual machines. People in the network, so they can able to connect these virtual machines and they are able to use it. Okay. For example, this is VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5, VM6, like this. Multiple virtual machines are run on a one single centralized server. So people will connect it. For example, this is a Linux-based system. People connect using SSH with the help of PuTTY application. They will connect it. For example, this is a Windows system. So I connected from here using RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol. So the user is sitting in his laptop, accessing this virtual machine from his laptop, which is running in the central location. So multiple users can able to access. To achieve this one, what they use, of course, PC system has a hardware, like they have a CPU, RAM, storage. Okay, and to make this possible, What they're using? They use hypervisors. Visors. Hypervisor. Okay. What is this hypervisors? Hypervisor. So different organizations providing these hypervisors. Example from Microsoft, Hyper-V. You take a Hyper-V hypervisor, install into a direct physical machine, then it is become virtualization server. From VMware, it is ESXi is a hypervisor and vSphere is a product. Okay, it means with the hypervisor and client. vSphere is a combination of ESXi and client access part. Okay, ESXi is a actual hypervisor, throttle product. From Citrix. Citrix is a company is providing Zen server is a hypervisor. Proxmox is providing Proxmox VE. Red Hat. Red Hat. RHEV. Not only this, there is other different hypervisors also there. These are direct product based hypervisor. They installed into the direct physical machine. So people can able to create and run the virtual machine in this central machine. Okay. So this is part of. But in earlier, we use an application for this one. So this is called a hypervisor applications. These are hypervisor applications. These applications runs on the operating system. Application runs on the operating system. With help of OS only, these applications are run. But when you're running this application, so OS is provide that environment to run that application. But when you create a virtual machine utilize your physical resources. Here it is. These machines directly interact with your hardware. Okay. The machines directly are creating and run your physical hardware. Okay. With the help of hypervisor helps you to create these virtual machines. Okay. So I said earlier, there is some other hypervisors also available. Okay. So example, same Hyper-V inside your desktop operating system along with the OS with your operating system. Like a built-in OS hypervisors also available. Example, Microsoft Hyper-V. Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 has this Hyper-V features inside your operating system. KVM, QEMU, QEMU. This is also in Linux operating systems. Along with OS, you will get these platforms to create a virtual machine. Another one is hypervisor applications. With that one also, we can achieve virtualization, but this is type 1 virtualization kind of stuff. The concept is this is type 1 virtualization. And this is also called as bare metal virtualization because we are not using what happened here? bare metal virtualization. Okay. What is a bare metal virtualization? We are directly install hypervisors on the physical machines. So that is called a bare metal virtualization. Okay. That is called a bare type 1 virtualization, also called as bare metal virtualization. Okay. So to achieve this bare metal virtualization, type 1 virtualization, server virtualization, because in the server, virtual machines are running. How it is possible? By installing the hypervisors into the physical machine directly, like Hyper-V or ESXi or Xen servers into physical machine. So we can able to create a virtual machines and people directly access the virtual machine from their systems. And certain hypervisors like a Hyper-V, KVM, QEMU comes along with the operating system also, like that. Okay. And if you do not, for your personal use, for your desktop purpose, so there is a Hyper-V applications like VMware workstations or Oracle virtual boxes. Okay. So this is small point as I said now. So I will give me a 10 minutes to tell that one. Just earlier, I just understanding of virtualization purpose only I told. Okay. This is extension. In future, you want to become a virtualization administrator. Okay. What is the courses are directly available for practice purpose? This is more useful for practicing. This Proximox V is best one. Second, ESXi. If you want to learn the course from any outside organizations, institutes, learn VMware ESXi. It helps you better understanding of this virtualization platforms. Otherwise, go with the Hyper-V. Hyper-V, you can do it in any place, no problem. So Hyper-V, you need a physical machine, you can practice yourself on it, no problem. Okay. But VMware ESXi is more. And of course, Xen servers. But Xen servers are very difficult to get, means not application, not a hypervisor. The point is the learning, the way you go and learn kind of stuff is in organizations not providing, so many organizations not having these courses like that. So this is just a background of points. This is actually background of your cloud also. In a cloud data centers, they install these hypervisors into their physical servers. And you create EC2 instance, virtual machines, right? Where it is created in this hypervisors only. But you didn't see directly, but we are accessing through web platform only, right? From the dashboard only you are creating and accessing from there on. Okay. So, but it is a background of your cloud also. Yeah, I think I mentioned few of the points in these notes. This PDF, I already shared it to you. So compulsory check the PDF. I think the information is there. So we can check that information. What is a virtualization? What is virtualization? Creating a software-based or virtual representation of applications, servers, storages, and network. Okay. Network virtualization, storage virtualization, servers means our virtual machine, application virtualizations. Okay. What are the different types of virtualization? What is virtualization? A software-based or virtual representation of application, server, storage, network, like that. Different types of virtualization: server virtualization, desktop virtualization, network virtualization, application virtualization, storage virtualization. Server virtualization enables multiple operating systems to run on single physical server as highly efficient virtual machines. Okay. In traditional architecture, virtualization architecture, you pick up a one physical server and you install an operating system, you install an application. That's it, it's become one system. But in a virtual architecture, you pick up a one physical server, install virtualization layer, means hypervisor you install and create a multiple virtual machines, and that machines install OS and run your application. Means one single physical server running different operating system with a different applications inside. That is a virtualization architectures. To do this one, very importantly, your processor must be enabled with virtualization. Check your processor, go to the task manager, click on the performance tab, go to CPU, see virtualization is enabled. By showing that enabled means in your physical machine, you can able to run both 64-bit voice and 32-bit voice in your physical machines. Okay. So to enable it, if in case it's not enabled, you have to go to the BIOS, search for virtualization technology, enable that feature in your BIOS. Okay. So this is small points on server virtualization. Once again, create and run multiple computer operating system on single physical machines. It allows you to detach computing host, a service or role from hardware, which is it runs. Host server share resources with all virtual machines. Their resources will be shared. My laptop resources are shared with other virtual machines. Like a machine, your physical machine shares its resources, CPU, RAM, storages with their virtual machines. Okay. Almost all server workloads can run a virtual machine. In virtual machine, we can run different types of operating systems and their applications also. What is the advantage of using this server virtualization? So you can reduce number of physically deployed physical machines. Physically machines are reduced. So in one machine, we are running multiple virtual machines with a different operating system and applications. It is best utilizing your resources and reducing number of physical machines. Okay. So these are the different hypervisors and that stuff. Okay. Bare metal virtualization, centralized virtualization. So in type 2, which is I am using type 2 virtualization. I have a hardware, I have my operating system, I install hypervisor application. Using that, I am running different virtual machines. So in my system, type 2 virtualization. Okay. That's the thing it is. What is a virtual machine? Also I've written here is a software based virtual version of physical computer runs on the physical machine or a host act as a separate computer. It emulates hardware, allowing to run on its own operating system applications independently. Okay, in virtual machine runs their own operating system. It not depends upon our OS. Separate OS we can read. Both are can be Windows 11, both are can be different OSs also. Windows and Linux can be there, Windows and Windows can be there, no problem. But it's a separate isolated one. And we can run applications also in the virtual machine independently. No depends upon the physical. Isolate from the host and other virtual machine. What application I am running in this physical virtual machine does not affect on any other virtual machines and physical machine also. This makes it possible to run multiple OSs on the physical server, improving resource utilization and providing benefits like a isolation for testing and running different applications. For testing and different isolations. Okay. How it is works, you can read it, you will get some common uses. Just read it, guys. It's in the notes. Already I provided the same link, document link as well as PDF also. Please read it. Okay. I extended the time. Okay, I have to take session on Friday also then. Okay. Yeah, virtual machine operates its own virtualized hardware, including CPU, memory, storage, network interfaces. Specialized software layer hypervisor manage physical resources of host virtual machine. Just read it, you will understand by this kind of stuff. I am getting my ear pain. Running incompatible softwares in your physical machine. Some softwares cannot be run, only it can run on specific operating system, specific environment only. You want to get that one, simply use the tools. Use it for software testing. While testing certain softwares, it may affect on your physical machines. So better to run on the first machines only in virtual machines. In case of any corruption occurs, memory leakages are occur, only our virtual machine will affect it. So we can delete it and we can recreate it. Cloud computing, of course, VMs, we are all creating virtual machines for different infrastructure purpose. Okay. To run different operating system and application on your own, you can do it. Yeah. So other features also there. Just read it, guys. You will getting understand of this virtualization. I covered some points. So these points also we can help you to understand what is the virtual machine and that. As I said, some interviews they ask what is virtualization, what is virtual machine. Two very important. What is virtualization? Second one is what is virtual machines. Okay, that's it. Type 1, type 2. If you like, you can go through once and then you can see. Okay. Type 1 virtualization means it's a bare metal directly. Your VMs interact with your hardware to create and run the virtual machine directly. We do it on the same physical machine only. Okay. So it's a bare metal virtualization. Server virtualization comes under type 1 virtualization. We don't need to install any applications there because we are directly install the hypervisor into a physical machine. In that physical machine, we run the virtual machines. That's a type 1. Type 2 means we use hypervisor applications. Type 2 means we use hypervisor applications. We install into the physical machine, physical operating systems, machine operating system, run that applications. Using that applications, you can create and run virtual machines. Okay. So these are the type 2 kind of stuff, hypervisor applications. Yeah, so we do not have a time, just we have 15 minutes to do any other things. Okay. Okay, I will take small 20 minutes points. Okay, I will just 1 minute only, guys. Just relax 1 minute.